What's up guys, hope you're doing well. I found a John boat on Letgo for a really good deal, so I'm about to go check that out. If it's in good condition for the price I'm getting it at, I think I'm gonna grab it. And in the next coming videos, I'm gonna start a series where I basically convert this empty John boat into a nice looking bass boat with like the carpet, the deck, the trolling motor, all that. So I think that's gonna be really cool. So I got a nice hour drive ahead of me till we get there, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like, and then if I buy it, I'll let you guys know. And here we go. Alright guys, the stability test went really well, so now I'm going to run you through all the stuff I plan on doing in the boat, and then in future videos I'll actually be doing that and documenting it. So here's the boat now, then I'm going to run you through what I'm going to do to it in the future. Alright guys, so I just made a little cardboard deck to show you what's going to be there, as well as make a stencil for when I cut the plywood out. So I'm going to have a big 5-foot deck on the front, and then a smaller 3-foot deck in the back. And then this part right here is going to be just standing room, where it's going to be lowered down, and right now it's kind of supporting on these bars all the way across. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 1/2 inch sheet of plywood there, 1/2 inch sheet of plywood there, then a 1/4 inch down here since we don't need as much structure, and that'll save weight. And then this is gonna be the front part. I'm basically just gonna do one big door. I saw a lot of videos where people were doing a bunch of different like cubbies and doors and everything, but that looks really complicated. So I think if I just do one big door right in the middle and have it open up, you'll be able to access everything underneath, and then maybe underneath I'll have like milk crates and stuff like that for organization. But that'll just be easy to build, and it'll save a little bit of weight since I have to do less framing for it. I'll just take these off now. They're just templates for the plywood, and I'll show you what the structure is underneath and then what I'm going to add to it before adding that sheet of plywood. But for the front, I'm going to take this off, but this is basically a 1/4 inch of plywood. I'm going to go with 1/2 inch, so it's going to be a little thicker than this, and it's also going to be carpeted, so that'll be really nice. But basically it's going to go from this point here all the way to the front, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is sitting on a metal frame similar to this. So all I really need to do is take this off, and then there's these two right here, but they're not elevated with this one. So what I just need to do is I need to unscrew this, and if you can see, they have it kind of mounted on this little piece of metal. So all I really have to do is take these off, slide it up, and re-screw it so it's level with this bar. And then I just have to trim that down a little bit, but that'll help because I really don't need to add that much framing. And then the same with this one, I need to raise it up a little bit. Then I'm going to add one more horizontal bar here so it's evenly spaced. But in terms of weight for the front, I really don't have to add that much. And these are aluminum rods, so that's going to save a lot of weight. Then for the back, it's similar. So we have the deck right here. I'm going to take this off. Then the deck's going to go from here all the way to the back. This already has supports for the transom. I actually don't have to add any more support back here, so that'll help with weight. So I'll just take this off. Then there's basically going to be 2 pieces of plywood, because this is slanted a little bit. So there's going to be a flat piece here, and then a slightly slanted one right here. And then this is going to act like a door. So it'll probably open up, the hinge will probably be right here, and then it's going to open up this way. So then when you're standing in the bottom part right there, you can open it up and access all the space back here. But this is where like the battery's going to live, life jacket, fire extinguisher, all that stuff you really don't need. And then all the tackle and fishing stuff is going to be in the front deck. It's got a really sturdy transom, which is good. For the motor, I actually picked out the Newport Vessel 55-pound thrust. I think that's going to be plenty since it's our only motor. And then I'm pairing that up with a 12-volt, 115 amp hour battery, so that'll be really good for a long day on the water. So with that door, it's pretty much gonna go from this bar right here to this bar right here. So that's about 3 feet of room. And then even when you open the door, you're still gonna have access to all this space underneath. It'll just be like the main area for storage will be right in this area. Then I do have the Garmin Striker 4 plus CV on my kayak, but when I'm using the boat, I'm gonna move it to the boat, and I'm using this mount right here to mount it on the outside of the boat. And this is slanted like this. So basically, I'm gonna take the transducer and I'm gonna mount it right here. So it's clearing the bottom of the boat, but it's still gonna be fully underwater, so that'll help. And then once that's plugged in, it's gonna wire up to here. And then the deck's gonna be here anyway, so it'll just go under the deck and you won't see any wires. I do want a nice boat seat right in the middle in the back. I'm not sure about a seat in the front since that'll be standing room for the deck, but we'll see about that. I know the fish finder screen's probably gonna be either on this side of the frame or over there, just so if you're sitting back here, you can see while you're driving around, because it has a nice map feature that I'll be using a lot. So the top will be carpeted, the bottom will be carpeted, and the back will be carpeted. For the sides, I'm gonna paint it gray, as well as the plywood that's gonna go here and here. I thought about carpeting the whole inside, but then I saw some pictures and I thought it might look better if I just carpeted the top parts. So that'll be like a neutral gray. And then I'm gonna get a little bit darker carpet than this because I want something a little darker. And then the outside is this ugly orange right now, but I'm gonna look for some paint because I really want to match the color of my blue kayak. So that'd be nice if I could get that electric blue color on the outside and then just a neutral gray on the inside. I want my rods in here, but I don't want them all over the deck and in the way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a couple PVC pipes that are flush with this plywood right here. And they're gonna go all the way to the front of the boat. Here to the front's about 5 feet, so my 7-foot rods will stick out probably to here, but I'm gonna run those rod tubes like here, here, and here. So they're gonna be really up close to the sides, so that won't be in the way at all. And I'll just be able to tuck those rods under the deck so they're out of the way when you're not using them. All right guys, that's my plans for the boat. Stay tuned for future videos because this is definitely gonna be a multi-part series, and thanks for watching.